What up, y'all? It's your boy 3PFP, E-Rock. We live from Word of Mouth Studios. I said his name, he said his name at the same time. It's crazy.
Jinx.
Jinx.
Oh, is that Christian?
Hell yeah. What do I owe you?
Coke.
Okay,
Coke.
I got you. Coke. Not Coke to drugs, just
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Is that clear?
But that's caffeine in it there.
It's cool. It's good. What's up, y'all? What's up, Pete?
All right, man. Good to have you through.
Definitely always good to be here.
Well, we know that this album's called Outside the Box, and, well, first, what is Inside the Box?
Inside the box. Well, inside the box just kind of means, you know, bound up by tradition. Like, this is the way you've always done it. You know, you think about it, a box has walls, and inside the box is kind of like within the walls or within the boundaries.
Right.
Like, you don't do this, you don't do that. You know, this is what a Christian looks like. You do this, this, and this. You don't do this, this, and this.
So it's like implied rules of a stereotype.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
All right, so you take the opposite route, which is outside the box. So what is that? Where are you going with the name of that?
Well, where I'm going with the name Outside the Box is, you know, one, I feel like I'm definitely, you know, God created me to be an outside-the-box type of person. I don't feel I'm somebody that, on a first impression, you can really meet and kind of get down who I am, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like as people get to know me more, they're like, wow, I didn't know that about you. I didn't know that about your story. Or, I didn't know you did this. And even with the rap stuff, like, wow, I didn't know you did this. You know, a lot of people see me as, like, 9-to-5 businessman guy, and they're like, I didn't know you did that. So it's cool.
Especially the people you work with.
Exactly.
Right.
So I think that, and also, yeah, even as a Christian, yeah, I consider myself outside the box, being into rap. And as a rapper, I'm an outside-the-box rapper. I mean, I didn't grow up in the culture of hip-hop or in the culture. You know, I'm from Latrobe, Homer City, you know.
Arnold Palmer,
baby. Banana Split, first pro football game. But they don't breed rappers. They breeded a lot of good stuff, but not rappers, you know.
Right.
But I think the fact that I rap, you know, and I pursue my heart, my passion, I've kind of learned this culture and, you know, reached into it and done well at it, you know, I think makes me kind of an outside-the-box person, you know. So, and also, on top of that, being a Christian rapper, you know, gospel rapper, I also do, like, hip-hop battles, which, you know, not a lot of gospel rappers are in, so I'm kind of outside the box in that aspect.
All right, battles.
Mm-hmm.
This is a can of worms. A lot of Christians say, what is a Christian rapper doing battling? Because you see a lot of the tearing down of someone's personality, and you just so happened to drop a battle online.
Yeah,
so,
it did.
In response to that, why battle? What's it about?
Why battle? You know, for me, I look at battling like lyrical UFC, like lyrical boxing. You know what I mean? I don't look at it like, you know, as I'm tearing someone's soul down. I look at it as a competitive sport. You know, I'm a lyricist. I like lyricism. I like punchlines. And to me, it's not just about tearing somebody down. It's about the creative way in which you come at your opponent, the energy, the delivery, the punchline, the schemes, the approaches you take. So to me, you know, I'm a competitive writer, so that's just how I look at battling. You know what I mean? It's a competitive thing. It's lyrical UFC.
And I can vouch for that too. I know, you know, coming up in that culture, no matter what it was, rapping, really any culture, anything, men always, and some women, like to battle and test skills. You have the Olympics, you got football, I mean, and you have Christian people that do all those things.
Absolutely. And I think kind of in response to what you say about is it tearing down, I mean, I look at you share about football, you know, if you look at football, some of the best safeties in pro football, you know, Polamalu with the Steelers, Brian Dawkins in Denver, you know, are very hard-hitting safeties, but, you know, they're Christians, they're men of God, they love Jesus, you know what I mean, they're about their faith, and I think, you know, if I would ask them their approach about the field, you know, do they want to hurt somebody and, like, break their necks and never walk again? Certainly not, you know what I mean? Just the same way in battling, I don't want to tear somebody down to the point where they got a complex about themselves or, you know, they're in their depression. Certainly not. But at the same time, you know, when Polamalu wants to hit somebody, do they want them to feel it, you know, kind of be able to source the next time, you know, they think, I don't want to go over the middle? Yeah, in the same way in a battle, you know, I want to come at a cat and get that crowd reaction to get them thinking, like, ooh, man, you just came at me, you know what I mean? But, like, certainly not to hurt, you know, just...
And what people don't see, too, is when the videotape stops, and even with players off the field, they're dapping each other up, you know, talking to each other, riding each other home. I mean, they don't see that end of it, where you're actually friends, or at least civil, you know, off the field.
Absolutely, man. And in
Right.
battle rap, you know, the league I'm participating in, you know, different leagues I've been in, it's a lot like that. You know, a lot of us, we're friends, we're homies, we support each other, we support each other's music, you know, we're friends, we talk, we chill after the events, you know, even after the battles, we dap each other up, you know, and I think that's one of the things that first drew me in, honestly, because I used to watch it when I was first learning about it, thinking like, man, these guys must hate
Terrified,
each other.
like,
You
what?
know,
How am I going to get into this?
These guys are just ready to fight or something. Then I see them dap up, I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just a sport. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this.
Excuse me. So, okay, I know, like, in the course of this, you know, this whole thing you've been doing battling, you have Christians that come at you, specifically Christians, and oppose it. They say that's not of God. And you can sort of sympathize with it because where they're coming from, they just see this negativity and it's tearing down, and they say that Christians aren't supposed to do that. They're supposed to build up and edify one another. So what would you say to Christians that are, you know, heavily opposed to the whole battle concept?
Well, I think I found two things among Christians in that some are genuinely opposed, and some kind of just question they don't really understand, or they may come with an, you know, an argument like that, like it's just tearing down. I think one, like I said, it's a competitive sport, and two, I would say, you know, look outside the ring too. You know what I mean? Look how I treat people outside the ring. If how I'm walking at events, you know, I have Christian brothers of mine that go to different battles with me and stuff, and I always tell them, look, if I'm acting foul, if I'm acting whack, call me on it. And they said they, you know, they're always like, yeah, I would certainly. So, but I think what I would say to those, you know, if it truly is a stumbling block to you, because I understand it's battle rap, you know, I personally don't, you know, swear in it because, you know, where I'm coming from as a Christian artist, but, you know, other people choose to, you know, and it's a part of it, and I understand it's a part of it, and, you know, if that kind of stuff offends you, or, you know, in any way, or just gets you down, or just puts you in a foul mood, you know, I don't say it's in a negative way, but, you know, don't watch it, because, you know, your walk with God's more important than that anyway. I wouldn't be mad at you, and I think to the people that question, I would say, you know, take time to hear my heart. You know, if you're watching this vlog, I genuinely do appreciate you because you are taking time to hear my heart. And, you know, just love me and pray for me. You know, sometimes people be opposed. Sometimes we just got to agree to disagree on stuff that's, you know, not central. You know what I mean?
Right, secondary. Yeah,
Definitely.
So, what's your plans as far as the development of this, and as things are progressing? What's your timeline looking like, or what do you know, what's in store for the listeners?
What's in store for the listeners? Well, definitely look out for more of these type, you know, video blogs to come out, not just from the studio, which I've been doing, but I'm also going to do a lot more video blogs on, like, different songs. You've been hearing the songs, you've been mixing, I've been recording. You know, I mean, you know there's a lot of lyrical depth behind stuff, and whether it's my experience or stuff I researched or whatever, you know, prayers I prayed. So I'm definitely going to talk about, like, what songs are about, you know, maybe, you know, what God gave me out of the song, what I feel God wants to give to the listener, you know what I mean, whether it's encouragement, love, whatever, you know, grace, whatever it is. So I'll be doing more of those. Also, look out, my man E-Rock here, well, not quite as we speak, but, you know, he's working on mixing some mashups for me. So those are going to be just different clips of different songs off the album. So look out for those. You know, you get to hear some sneak previews of what's coming soon, and little teasers, yeah. And I encourage you guys out there on the internet, give me some feedback, real talk. You know, let me know, like, you know, you thought that song was hot, maybe you didn't like that one, maybe you liked a certain part of that clip, a certain, you know, punchline I flipped, whatever. Think this would make a good single, you know, this encouraged you, whatever. Share it. Share it on my Twitter, 3PFD, YouTube, 3PFD, you know, 3PFD on Facebook, all those spots. You know, share, interact with me. Let me know what's up when you know, when you hear these mashups, whatever. It's all good. Leave that in there. But and finally, you know, we got my new single, Something New. You know, that's gonna be coming out soon.
The name of it is something new.
Yeah, the name of the song is Something New. It's something new, but the name of the song is Something New. Are you confused yet? Nah, it's all good. You know. But yeah, my song Something New is going to be the first single off the album. We're shooting a music video to it, so look out for that as well. There's going to be an open casting call. You know, I know he's probably going to be in the building. A lot of the, you know, Christian hip-hop scene in Pittsburgh, a lot of my boys, you know, and girls will be in it. We'll just be having a good time, you know, shoot some crowd scenes. Maybe some people have some individual cameos, but that'll be coming soon. The video, hopefully, in, you know, the next couple months. And, of course, Outside the Box album this summer.
Cool, man. Well, that sounds good. So, here we are, wrapping it up. My man 3PFD, Z-Rock, Word of Mouth Recordings.
We out.